Some people look at Hilary Duff as the perfect child star turned actress. She never struggled like Demi did, or have a rebellious phase like Miley. Hilary never had public meltdowns or substance issues. So how is she so perfect? Or did we miss something? Because there's a dark side when it comes to Hilary Duff. And like her peers, she too has been taken advantage of by Hollywood. There's a lot to unpack here. From boyfriends who are way too old for Hilary, to drama on the set of Lizzie McGuire. So let's get into it. A lot of you guys have been asking for a Hilary Duff video, and today we're going to be diving deep into her past. As you guys know, she is an American actress, singer, producer, and businesswoman. She began her acting career at a young age and quickly became labeled as a teen idol after appearing in the series Lizzie McGuire. So currently, Hilary is 34 years old. She is married and she has children, but I want to take you guys back to 2004 when Hilary Duff was in her prime. She was only 16 at the time and she was dating this guy named Joel Madden. He is an American musician best known as the lead vocalist for the pop punk band Good Charlotte. Joel is currently 42 years old and he is also married with children. Guess who his wife is though? Because I had no idea that he is married to Nicole Richie, who I was a big fan of back in the day when she was on the show Simple Life with Paris Hilton. But let's go ahead and get back to Joel's relationship with Hilary. So I came across this article from Paper Magazine and they pretty much ask, why didn't we have a bigger problem with Joel Madden dating a teenage Hilary Duff? Because these two have a large age gap. And if you guys do a quick Google search on Hilary's relationship with Joel, you'll see a bunch of articles discussing their age difference.
Have you heard about Joel and Hilary Duff?
Are you serious?
Yep. Oh! He's about 9 years older than her. Perfect.
She's 16. You're 25. That is disgusting and illegal.
This was a weird time in Hilary's life because not only was she dating a guy who was much older than her, but she was also dating this punk rock guy, which doesn't really line up with her squeaky clean Disney image. So let's talk about how big their age gap really is. Well, Joe Madden was born on March 11th, 1979 in Maryland, which makes him 9 years older than Hilary Duff, who was born on September 28th, 1980. In Texas. So what does a 25-year-old punk rock star Joel Madden want to do with a 16-year-old Hilary Duff?
And now there's a lot of, I don't know if there are rumors going around or not. Well, Hilary's a good friend of mine. We hang out when we're in the same town, and I guess people saw us hanging out and they wanted to start rumors, but it's all good. We're friends.
At this point in her life, she just got out of a relationship with Aaron Carter, and it seems like a big jump to go from Aaron Carter to Joel Madden. In my opinion, I feel like Joel knew that this was wrong. I mean, he's 25 years old. He's pretty much a grown man trying to get with a young teenager. And at first, they kept their relationship hush-hush for whatever reason, probably because it wasn't legal. So they started dating back in July 2004. But we didn't learn about their relationship until June 2005. So almost a full year of dating in secrecy. And the reason why we find out about their relationship is because Hilary's mother, Susan, goes out and talks to the press. So Susan starts off by sharing a story about the paparazzi following them, which honestly sounds pretty scary. But if you jump to the middle of this screenshot, they write, "Yes, the rumors are true." Hilary admitted that she is currently dating Good Charlotte frontman Joel Madden. And it turns out that Hilary's mother is actually the one who first spilled the beans on Madden. She did a photo shoot, Duff revealed. She said something about it. It was like, oh my gosh, but he's a cool guy. He's a really good person. In fact, Joel and his twin brother Benji wrote and produced 3 of the songs on Hilary's upcoming album. They're my favorite songs I've ever done before, Hilary said. And they finish off the article by writing, "So it sounds like Hilary has finally found the perfect man of her own, and you can check out her new movie when it hits theaters on Friday." So, hold up. She's like 17 at this point, I believe, 17 years old, and she found the perfect man of her own who's almost a decade older than her. I don't quite understand how Hilary's mother, Susan, could be okay with her young teenage daughter dating this punk rocker who's in his mid-20s. But after news of their relationship broke, they were seen out and about everywhere, like it was normal for these two to be dating. Here's a photo of them together at the MTV Music Awards back in 2005. So they started dating back in 2004 when Hilary was only 16 years old, and their relationship lasted until she became an adult. It is so weird to see this guy who's approaching 30 years old at his girlfriend's 18th birthday bash. It's clear that this guy obviously took advantage of a minor, a word that we can't really use on YouTube, but it's GROOM. Did I add an extra O? Grooming, you know what I'm talking about? Well, it seems like Hilary was groomed by this guy Joel because he preyed on her when she was only 16 and he stuck it through until she was an adult. So of course, back in the day, there was MTV TRL coverage of Hilary's birthday. Here's a clip from that segment.
And just last night, she turned 18 in style, rocking Hollywood with a big birthday party. And among those in attendance, our own Suchin Pa. Have a look.
Hey, what's up, TRL? I'm here on Hollywood Boulevard at an 18th birthday, but not just any 18-year-old's birthday. So that's right, Hilary Duff has officially turned 18. So, what do you get a girl who has platinum albums, a movie star career, and a rock star boyfriend?
Oh my gosh, that was a major throwback. Don't you guys wish we could go back in time to when TRL was a thing, or MTV's Sweet 16, or even like flip phones? Like, I always keep my flip phone handy, but anyways, while TRL was at Hilary's birthday party, they did meet up with her boyfriend Joel, and here's what he had to say.
So, anything special you did for your girl? I mean, it's a big birthday to remember.
I like threw her a little surprise party. I brought her home and I had like a cake and balloons, and it was just me and her. I like sang her happy birthday, and, like, you know, gave her all her presents and stuff.
Something about that clip just makes me so uncomfortable. I guess because I just keep thinking about how he, as a 25-year-old man, met a 16-year-old Hilary and wanted to date her, and now she's 18 and he's giving her all these presents and stuff, which I'm sure he gave her lovely presents, but he shouldn't be dating this young girl. And even one of the TRL employees says something about this after that segment ends. I need you guys to watch this because it's like one of the assistants or something on the side. He's like, that guy looks like he's 40 years old and he's at his girlfriend's 18th birthday bash. Something just doesn't add up here.
Okay, now, yeah?
John, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this just me, or does Joel look like he's 47 years old? And he's going to, okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe
I don't know. We got one more story, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Still Hilary
Sorry, I'm
type.
confused.
Hilary-related news.
That TRL employee is such a savage. He's the type to call it like he sees it, and if he sees a creep, he's gonna call it a creep. But of course, all good things must come to an end, and Joel confirmed with MTV News on November 28th, 2006, that he and Hilary are no longer in a relationship. At that point, he said that there were no hard feelings between the two and that he's going to focus on his own energy. Joel told People magazine back in March 2007 that once he and Hilary broke up, he just kind of ignored the breakup and tried to continue living his life. People can say or think whatever they want, so in my reality, it's kind of irrelevant. I'm always the kind of person that does the right thing and keeps my side of the street clean, which, okay, so you're claiming you're the type of person that does the right thing, but I can already see some wrong here. I came across this article titled, "Why Were We Okay with Teenage Hilary Duff Dating Joel Madden?" And that's a good question. So that article actually sent me to another article from 2015, and it was an interview that Hilary did with Cosmo. At this point in Hilary's life, she just divorced her first husband, and she was trying to get back into mainstream media. During this interview, Hilary was asked about Joel, and this is what she had to say. Hilary told Cosmo, "I had a 26-year-old boyfriend, so everyone can make their own assumptions about what I was doing." And here she's suggesting that she slept with her boyfriend, which we all kind of knew, but she's pretty much confirming it here. It's so gross to think about because I don't understand how a 25-year-old punk rock star would be interested in a 16-year-old Disney actress. And obviously Hilary's not to blame for any of this. If there's anyone to blame, it's her parents and Joel. There's no doubt in my mind that this is a classic case of Hollywood grooming, and Hilary actually opened up about her relationship with Joel.
We give each other, we will like tell each other though, like we're really honest.
Yeah.
He'll tell me if like I did something too crazy, or like if you wear, you will. He'll be like, he's like, you could wear it, you look good. He's like, it's a little weird for me though.
Yeah.
Like and I'm like,
Same way though.
but I tell him.
In 2016, Hilary told this reporter that her relationship with Joel was all-encompassing. It was so intense. It was my life. It was like every minute of my day. It was pretty major. So obviously Joel came into her life and just took over it because it seems like she had like no sense of identity if he was everything to her. Remember guys, Joel also helped Hilary out with her album, at least 3 of the songs according to her mother. So it looks like Joel came into her life and pretty much took it over. But as you guys know, they broke up in 2006. Hilary was 19 years old at this point, and it seems like she was going through a lot of big life changes. She's now a single adult woman. She got out of this 3-year-long relationship, and I think she started to realize how wrong everything was. So I came across this article from Us Weekly, and it had a stupid paywall, so I couldn't like grab the screenshot clearly. That's why this screenshot is so dark, because I had to finesse it and like stretch it out and put it in privacy mode. So I grabbed this screenshot because she talks about a time when she was 19 years old and she did a massive friend cleanse. She said it was really hard to sit down with people and say, we can't be friends anymore. And they were all like, that's so effed up, you're a B word and stuff. But she claims having a good reputation was more important to her. So from my perspective, it seems like Hilary and Joel broke up when she was 19. She started to realize, I'm not really doing what I want to do with my life. She didn't like the friends that she had. She's been pretty much trapped in this relationship for 3 years. So now she's got some learning to do because she missed out on time there. And I think at this point in Hilary's life, she was trying to rebrand herself and try to figure out who she really was. I'm really happy that Hilary was able to get out of that relationship because the ages of 15 to 20 are really crucial for self-development. And I feel like if you're dating someone throughout that time, it really takes away from your own experiences. I mean, how are you going to know who you want to be with for the rest of your life if you don't have time to go and date around and see what you're interested in? And even though Hilary and Joel have moved on and they're married and they have children, I do feel like Hilary dodged a bullet with this one because Joel seems a little bit temperamental. So shortly after Joel and Hilary broke up, he got into an incident where he supposedly got physical with a woman. Supposedly there are photos and videos of this incident because Joel got violent towards a female photographer who I guess was following him or trying to get a picture. According to police sources, the woman claimed that Joel struck her on her left breast with the heel of his hand. So I guess like this part right there, like boom. As he tried to escort his girlfriend, Nicole Richie, he moved on very quickly, out of the back door of Mr. Chow restaurant in Beverly Hills. The photographer told TMZ that she has a welt to prove it and had to go and see a doctor for treatment, which I guess you could say maybe it's cute that he protected his girlfriend, Nicole Richie, by pushing this woman out of the way, but I feel like it's never worth it. Like, can't you just hold back for like 2 seconds and ask her to move? Or if you have security, use your security to get him out of here. But according to video evidence, you can see Joel take his hand and throw it towards the paparazzi, punching them in the chest. Even though there was a criminal report filed, I don't think this woman ever got justice because he wasn't ever charged with that crime. But let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit because we have to talk about Lizzie McGuire. I mean, if you've made it this far into the video, you're definitely a Lizzie McGuire fan. So let's talk about the reboot, because at one point, supposedly Hilary Duff was going to be part of a Lizzie McGuire reboot. So Disney Plus announced the return of Lizzie Lizzie McGuire, which when I saw that, I was so hyped because we saw iCarly come back and it did really, really well. I mean, I think they've got a season 2 they're shooting right now, so iCarly was a major success. And one of the reasons why it was so successful is because they had the characters grow up. It's more of an adult show now than it is a children's show. It still has the same charm, but they talk about, adult things like intimacy and drinking and all of that. So after seeing how good the iCarly reboot was, I've been really excited to see Lizzie McGuire's. But my excitement quickly came to an end when Disney Plus decided to pull the plug on the Lizzie McGuire reboot because they weren't getting along with Hilary Duff. So supposedly Hilary and the original cast filmed 2 episodes for Disney Plus before it was called off. Supposedly Hilary wanted Lizzie to grow up. She wanted her to act like a 30-year-old and to be more of an adult show. She was quoted saying that she thinks that Lizzie would be quirky. She thinks that she would struggle with confidence, but I think at the end of the day, she finds her footing. That's what's so lovely about her. And that's what's so relatable, is that she doesn't have all the answers right away, but she's on the right path. That makes me so sad because I wish there was a Lizzie McGuire reboot. I mean, keep in mind that Hilary started filming Lizzie McGuire when she was only 13 years old. They had 2 seasons of the show, which sounds like a little bit, but each season had 65 episodes. So it's more like, I don't know, like 5 seasons of a show. And then as you guys know, there was the Lizzie McGuire movie, which was such a hit. Every time I go to a karaoke bar or anything, I always sing the song, What Dreams Are Made Of, because that is just like one of the best Disney songs ever.
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
So I'm really heartbroken that they canceled it so quickly. And Hilary actually broke the news on her Instagram page. She wrote, "I've been so honored to have the character of Lizzie in my life. She has made such a lasting impact on many, including myself. To see the fans' loyalty and love for her to this day means so much to me. I know the efforts and the conversations have been everywhere trying to make a reboot work. Sadly, and despite everyone's best efforts, it isn't going to happen. I want any reboot of Lizzie to be honest and authentic to who Lizzie would be today. It's what the character deserves. We can all take a moment to mourn the amazing woman she would have been and the adventures we would have taken with her. I'm very sad, but I promise everyone tried their best and the stars just didn't align. Hey now, this is what 2020's made of." Oh my gosh. So it's a lighthearted response, but it's obviously really sad because she just couldn't get along with Disney. And honestly, I think Hilary is on the right track here because I don't want to watch a child version of Lizzie McGuire. I want to watch an adult version. Like, I don't want to see a 30-year-old Hilary Duff acting like a high schooler. So I don't know why Disney wouldn't have accommodated to Hilary's desires, but they dropped the ball on that one. And here's an interview where Hilary talks about her decision to call off the reboot.
Should we hold out any hope for Lizzie McGuire something? There's a great opportunity there to see her in her 30s and do it as, an adult Lizzie McGuire.
An adult woman, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of been the battle, really trying to figure out what kind of content they want living on Disney Plus. That doesn't totally align with where I see Lizzie right now, and I'm very protective of her. It only makes sense to me to shoot a show where she's acting like a 30-year-old in a modern world. And there was a lot of
creative discussions. A lot of creative discussions.
A lot of creative discussions where, maybe they were thinking that's not quite right. And we were trying to make it work. And, there's always lots of conversations, but I don't think it's going to be happening.
Hilary seems so likable to me. I don't know why Disney just wouldn't have worked with her, but there are 2 episodes out there in the Disney vault that we won't ever get to see. And I really wish we could. I wish they could just repackage them as a mini movie or something and put it on Disney Plus, but honestly, it's probably for the best because if Hilary wasn't about it, I probably wouldn't be about it either. So there are two more topics I want to talk about in today's video. First off, let's talk about Hilary's eating issues because she struggled with food for some time. And then we'll talk about Hilary's son and that photo because she posted, oh my gosh, it's like I put it at the end for a reason because she posted a photo of her son who was completely naked and had lotion on him. And then she started being accused of like human trafficking him. So it's really insane. But let's go ahead and talk about her ED. As you guys know, we can't use certain terminology on YouTube. So we're going to use the term ED to describe her eating issues. But I found this one article where Hilary Duff says that she regrets having her teenage ED. So this article came out in 2020, right after Disney Plus announced the reboot. So Hilary Duff admitted to weighing only 98 pounds due to eating issues. She admitted this during a 2012 interview with Health magazine, and she told them when she was 17, she weighed like 98 pounds, which that's pretty concerning. She told the magazine that she was totally obsessed with everything she put in her mouth. I was way too skinny, not cute, and my body wasn't that healthy. My hands would cramp up a lot because I wasn't getting the nutrition I needed. That constant pressure of wanting something different than I had. I regret that. So it's like she regrets getting to that point where she felt like she wasn't good enough. But I mean, you can't really like regret an ED because obviously that's just a struggle that you had, especially being in Hollywood. I really wish that Hollywood or the industry would have some type of resource for celebrities to go to when they are struggling with their weight or their body image, because it seems like every celebrity has body issues. But in 2010, Hilary opened up even more about her eating issues. She did in an interview with Perez Hilton, who we don't really like Perez Hilton on my channel, no offense, but he is garbage. Anyways, she told him, I got pretty skinny when I was between 17 and 19, which was when she dated Joel. I don't know what exactly made me get on that kick, but at the time I was starting to become aware of what people said about me and how I looked in pictures, which again, so concerning that she struggled with this during a time where she was dating this guy Joel. So don't you think that Joel would have made it better? But it looks like he made it worse, which makes me again come to the conclusion that their relationship was never okay. But anyways, Hilary shared that she literally ate nothing but steamed vegetables and broiled or grilled chicken with nothing else. So sounds pretty plain to me. No sauce or anything, because I guess sauce and stuff that would add calories. So she ate very plain, very simple during her teenage years because of this insecurity. She also added, I was touring all the time, traveling everywhere. I felt so run down. Not giving your body enough of what it needs is really dangerous. I regret it because I don't think I was happy then. There's another sign that she wasn't happy back at that time when she was dating Joel. So it seems like when Hilary was 17, 18, 19 years old, that was her rock bottom. Now let's get to our last topic in this video. And this one is going to be a little bit hard to get through because Hilary got herself into a controversial situation because she posted a photo of her son where he wasn't wearing anything, he was completely naked, and fans were really concerned by the image. So let's just go ahead and read this article. So on Saturday morning, the singer and actress became a trending topic on the site when a number of users made unfounded accusations of child trafficking against her, based on an Instagram story she posted containing photos of her son. In one of the photos, her son can be seen lying down nude with lotion on his body. So I'm going to show you guys a very edited version of this photo. I mean, it's already been blurred, but I'm going to put some black stripes on it on top of it because ew, it's just so gross to me. Why would you ever even post a photo of your child in this way to your millions of followers on Instagram? I can't quite understand why she would do this. It's like giving the creepazoids out there exactly what they want. And a lot of fans were pissed at Hilary over this, but she wasn't having it. She tweeted out, "Everyone bored AF right now, I know, but this is actually disgusting. Whoever dreamed this one up and put this garbage into the universe should take a break from their damn phone. Maybe get a hobby. Illuminati. So she didn't like that people were accusing her of trafficking her child because of this photo, but the photo is very concerning. I don't know why it would necessarily like add up to like trafficking, but I guess if you're thinking like, oh, she's selling these photos or selling her son or something like that, I don't know. It's honestly so gross. And 2020 was a crazy year for her because the whole like Lizzie McGuire situation and this, it's just a lot was happening with Hilary. So like I said, there were a lot of people mad at Hilary because they believe that she was trying to like sell her son or something. One user wrote on Twitter that it was clearly a message to the devils of the elites that her son is for sale. There is no other explanation. So these people believe that she posted this photo of her son to her Instagram because she's like selling him off to the elites and the Illuminati to traffic him, which honestly, I kind of see where they're coming from because I can't understand why Hilary would think it'd be okay to post this photo of her son on her Instagram to millions of followers. So it makes me question her intentions. And I think it's important for us to question these things because who in their right mind would post this type of photo of their young son? But anyways, it seems like Hilary has gone through a lot during her career. I believe that she hit rock bottom when she was 17, 18 years old because she was dating this Joel guy who's so incredibly creepy. I know we started off with that topic, but I want you guys to comment below. What do you think about her relationship with Joel? Do you think Joel's a creepazoid? Again, there's no doubt in my mind that he took advantage of her and kind of groomed her and stuff, but I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have anyone else you want me to do a deep dive on, here is my email, or anything else you want to email me, feel free to reach out. But let's go ahead and open a P.O. Box package item. This one right here is from Magic Stitches Crochet, and it looks like they're located on the West Coast, which I'm going to be in the West Coast in like 10 days. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. 10 days. But let's go ahead and open this package. It looks so cute, and I love crocheted items, so I'm really excited to see what you sent me. Ooh, it's packaged very well too. Okay, there we go. Wow, and if you guys want to check out their shop, I'll list everything below, and here is a note. Hello, Sloan. Just want to say thank you for giving us such great videos. I really do enjoy all of your content. Wow. I've been wanting to send you something, but I couldn't think of something that would be useful to you from my shop. But I just saw a story on your Instagram. You got the square, you got what? You got the square soldier. So here you go. Wait, what is that? Hold on. Just saw a story on your Instagram and you got the square soldier. So here you go. Hope you like it. What does that mean? Let's go ahead and see what she sent. I don't know what the square soldier is, but thank you so much, Maria. And go ahead and check out her shop below. I will list everything down there. And I love the blue packaging color. It's like my favorite color right here. Oh my gosh. Now, hold on. She said square soldier. You got the square soldier. Okay, so what she's talking about, and I'll try to pull up the Instagram story. I did like the thing where you like they tell you which character you are in the Squid Game, and I got the square soldier one, and she sent me a square soldier crocheted. This is so cute. Also, she's got a very legit business over here with the card and everything, so I'll list everything below. Holy crap, I got goosebumps. And look at this. Oh my gosh, this is iconic. You guys need to go get yourself one of them. It feels so good too, and it's so cute. Oh my gosh, Squid Games vibes. This is so sweet, and actually just like such a cool story that you saw it that way, and you're like, I want to give him this one. And I just think that's awesome, Maria. You are so clever and witty and just talented. So thank you so much. I'm so excited for your business. I love crocheted goods. Guys, go and check out her little company here, and I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.